Hey everyone, welcome back to more of Islands of Zelda. Okay, we're going to be going into level 5 in this part. And we got some better equipment, namely a blue ring. Should make things a little more manageable. And here we've got, I believe this is Super Metroid music, the criteria. So it's not just going to be all Zelda music, but you will get a lot of kind of old school music, as you'll see. And a couple of regular Gomas there. It's kind of odd because in level 3 only had like a blue Goma as the boss. Now these blocks, kind of the weird lines in them, you can't really do anything with this yet. But you don't have to worry about that. You actually just look at this block, you can actually push this one. Interesting mechanic, it just kind of erases the floor. In this case, they just took out the water. Maybe using that in a few other places. Kind of a neat little concept there. And, this map looks like a snake. Now, this room looks a little odd with all the hammer posts in it, and then you got this weird space that's just kind of blinking on and off. You look at this room, though, it doesn't look very obvious what you should be doing. But if you now take another look in this room, you notice at least the left side, or most of the corners here, look the same. And that blinking spot there is actually where you're going to be pushing blocks in this case. It's a nice little clue for that room. And hit this weird little portal thing. If you step in this, it actually takes you outside. There's a little area you can't reach otherwise. I'll pick up that piece of heart. Okay, moving on. And this room isn't too bad, just that one blue land mola. Again, you can just kind of spam the doorway, just for safety. Whittle down the... There we go. First... I think it's the first time I've seen whiz robes. Now this isn't an exact replica because, the height of these rooms is only 7 blocks. But, you know, just a basic idea of it. You know, looks like a room you can bomb there. Again, a lot of these rooms you just have to look a little carefully and see what's not quite symmetric. And I got a blue dark nut. Oh, it's only 1. Now this room, if you look carefully, you notice this 2 red blocks here. But if you actually go to this one, this is actually a fake block. So it just kind of reveals where you should push this. Back to these zigzag hallways or cellars. Blue wizrobes. Yeah, this is a pretty nasty room with just a white sword. So the easiest way is just maybe just use the doorway to your advantage. And it doesn't matter how much they spam magic because it'll just keep missing because I'm in the doorway. And Slash is a nice thing to have. Actually lets you do that. And the thing is, you actually have to take out everything in this room because, well, there's your hammer. So you can't skip this room either. Now I kind of already showed you some of the levels that have this little kind of link, but we're not going to be using any of that because there's always a backdoor entrance. Now if those were permanent secrets, I might actually show it, but because they're not permanent secrets, there's no point. Look, they can still fit in that corner there. And the nice thing is the hammer is as strong as a magic sword. So it may give this hammer some mileage. Now you want to get rid of all the enemies, or at least all the wizrobes, because, you know, these take 2 hits to knock these pegs down. Don't need to be a sitting duck trying to get through that. interesting little trick here. You saw what I just did with the hammer. Normally you can't do that. Because if you face directly out of the door, you can't use your hammer or sword. You can do this. Doesn't really do much though. But because the hammer has some lag time, just kind of and it works with any direction, so it's a nice way to be able to sneak a shot with the hammer there. And from the safety of the doorway. And if you go up here, you can take out all these Armoses. Not much you can do here, though. Again, this is what you would need a super bomb for, technically, but it doesn't do you any good. Because again, these rocks actually come back when you leave the room. And if you note to the right, there is a bombable wall there. And you might have to do this on a first playthrough because you wouldn't know where the other side of that is. Yeah, I got rid of Patra. Well, as long as it stays on the left side, that's a good thing there. Good thing for Slash to give us some range on that. And luckily the door on the right is open, so if it starts moving to the right, you may just keep re-entering the room until it moves left. So that you don't get swarmed when you enter the room. Now this thing here we're not going to be dealing with for a while. You just have to make a note of that. Alright, so that is level 5 down. Yeah, we're going to be going back there later on when we get some more items. Try to pick up all the extra money I can find, actually. It's 5 dropping. Gonna need quite a bit of money. Actually, I'm probably gonna need to fill up my entire wallet. I mean, I don't think I have to do it now, but the more money I can pick up now, the better. I'm getting this much money dropping, it's not really gonna take me that long. Pretty lucky with the money drops. Yeah, look at that. All these fives are just... There's 2 fives in there. Now this thing we can't do anything with, and obviously you get the hook shot in this quest. And actually, you can actually fall down this hole, and all it does is just leads to a little cave. Just a room of snakes and free money. You know, I mean, at least free potential for money. Right, now that we have the hammer, you can actually access most of these passages. Now you may think this is a one-way path, but actually, if you push these rocks, one of them actually opens up a path back to the left, so you can get back to the warp point. Start from here. I think 210 quests function in half-heart intervals. The only 2.5 quests actually do the quarters. You know, quarter hearts. Okay, so there is something under here. Kind of an expensive bomb upgrade, and we're just gonna leave that there for now. I want to save my money up for something better. There is a bombable spot right here. I think that's another door repair charge. I'll pick up this free piece of heart. And really nothing here. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of exploration later on, so that's just a FYI. And here, you find another shop with the blue ring, but you see how much more expensive that is. 250 rupees. I showed you a shop that had it for 150. So why pay more than you need to? we're back on Big Island. So it's kind of the other half of this place. And again, not going to pay for that. It's pretty expensive info anyway. And here you're going to land molas in the overworld. I guess it makes sense because of the desert environment. We want to try to rationalize that a little bit. This screen has a whole bunch of these guys now. Was it 4 of them? And luckily all the pieces have got refills. Makes going through this screen a little easier. You could just go left, but just for fun, right? You can actually go through the wall on the right here. And this is kind of weird. You can actually just you're kind of just walking right through the mountains here. This doesn't really lead you anywhere. Right back to the info shop. Yeah, so it's not a glitch here. This is actually intentional. You actually walk through this. Alright, this lone tree. Now, there's more to that, but we're not going to be able to do anything for quite a while with that, so just make a note of that location. It feels odd walking through the mountains. And another general shop, we don't really need anything. Possible. Get more cash. Alright, if you go in here, you get a maze path, and then I think when you pay for info spot, one of those is just pointing to this, so it's basically a waste of money. You know, you should be able to find this and just save yourself I don't know how many rupees. Alright, so we're gonna go right. So it's right down, left down. I like an instant enemy respawn on these screens. You know, use that as an opportunity to get more money. Pretty much almost capped on wallet space already. And this thing has just some free money. Basically almost capped on cash anyway. You know, getting a lot of 5 rupee drops. Alright, going in here. I'm actually tempted to buy a potion because I'm almost capped on wallet space. But we'll hold off on that for now. Okay, this kind of little dirt path ends right here, which is going to be where level 6 is located. Now, before we go in there, this is very easy to miss, and I mean, I'm not sure how you're supposed to find this, unless you get very lucky. You can actually walk behind this building. Yeah, there's a heart piece hidden behind here. It's not the easiest thing to find there. Okay, into level 6. And we'll be starting off on this place on the next part. Alright, see you guys later.